Now for our bizarre early bonding experience, which we've never discussed publicly.
We talked about Jeopardy.
Yeah, we did do that, but this is deeper than Jeopardy in a weird way. This is something I would have bet a lot of money against. Please understand, Ernestine never played any sport.
No, I was always the one that nobody wanted on their team because I was so unathletic. But I did play clarinet, so I was more artsy.
So from the start, I never viewed her as athletic or wanting to actually participate in any of the sports I played, but
zero.
One fateful day, very early in our dating relationship, this was in 2005, I brought a ball home from Cold Pizza. That's the show I did every morning in New York City. It was about the size of a baseball, but softer, and here it is.
Exhibit A.
The Reggie ball. Here it is.
I
goofy
found
little
that
ball.
that ball has traveled the world with us.
I think the Philly Fanatic gave it to me during a Cold Pizza show.
It's a
Reggie ball. It has sort of soft leather. It's kind of squishy, but very soft. And I'm living at that point in a one-bedroom apartment, 22nd floor of a building at 54th and 8th in Manhattan. And she was over on a date, and I underhand, I'm right-handed, obviously, but I got her in my right hand, but I underhand lobbed her this little ball. I just, goofing around, I just tossed it to her. She effortlessly caught it, and she threw it back to me overhanded and accurately. Wrong hand. You're left-handed.
Right.
Right, wrong.
I am. I'm left-handed.
So then I tossed it back to her overhanded, and all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, she was playing catch with me inside while it was snowing outside. And I mean, long throw all the way across the living room catch.
It was a big living room, too.
It was. And this started an every Saturday night ritual of playing catch in my apartment.
We did.
While we either listened to music or maybe I listened to a game that was on TV. And we started having some of our best conversations while we were playing catch. This is crazy, but
for years,
dead on true. I didn't have access to golf or basketball in New York City because you just can't. It's just nowhere. You
go to
can't
Chelsea
get in
Piers,
and out and hit balls. But I just didn't play golf, and there was no place at that point I could find to play basketball. So this weirdly allowed me to scratch my athletic itch every Saturday night. And we even started taking the ball to play catch on trips to Disney World and Oklahoma City and Puerto Rico.
The ball traveled with us. People know what Flat Stanley is, which is for kids. They take this little thing, and the Flat Stanley is supposed to go everywhere the kid goes, and you take pictures with it. This was like Flat Stanley.
Okay.
If the ball could talk.
And we kind of evolved into get the other ball.
Exhibit B.
We started, I found a Nerf sort of
ball.
tennis ball.
Yeah, somebody gave you one I think at work at ESPN.
Yeah, I think. But anyway, this is a little
it's a softer,
squishier,
bigger.
but has a little more oomph to it.
Yeah.
So I think they're showing as we speak the video of us playing catch. That's out here in Los Angeles. And you can see in the video that Ernestine is left-handed.
I am
and
left-handed.
Deadly accurate.
I'm very good at this ball thing.
She's very good. It's the weirdest thing. And I have to emphasize this. We would mess around and I would say, okay, I'm going to throw as hard as I can throw.
Yeah, but you started taking it, like you said, this was your outlet.
It was.
It wasn't my outlet. I just thought, okay, I'll throw the ball. So then you would start throwing it really hard.
No, I would try one. I would try one and I'd say, just get ready. I'm going to throw this
brace
hard.
Yourself.
Yeah.
And then that time you hit me in the eye. Remember the time you hit me in the eye with it? And of course, you'll say that I was making that up, but
no, I did.
I thought I was going to have to go to Lenox Hill with this because I had the ball hit me in the eye, and then you hit me that time in the boob. Remember that?
In the boob by accident. I didn't try. I'm not
no,
that
and then
accurate.
I was like, "Oh my God, my boob!"
Okay, but the incredible thing is, not just can she throw deadly accurately with velocity, she can catch anything. And then we'd be in Puerto Rico. We'd go out in the park. And I would heave, and I got a good arm.
I can throw really hard.
I can throw hard and far.
And then you throw what are those spin balls? What were they called?
Curveballs. I throw a curveball, and she could catch curveballs like in her back pocket. But, but I'm heaving bombs
like the
Harlem
to her. Globetrotters,
like
baseball.
Like I don't know, 60, 70. I don't know if this would go 60 or 70 yards, but 50 yards.
It was far.
As far as I could throw this thing. it would just go up and it's windy in Puerto Rico and it's just
and I would catch it with one hand.
And she would go catch it with one hand. I'd say, how did you do that? Like you missed your calling.
I know. I should have.
You could have been a ball player of some kind. I don't know if you could hit a ball, but you could shoot, throw, and catch it. I mean, you could pitch because
definitely I could pitch.
You want to talk about
a baseball team that uses Nerf ball, Nerf ball team, or Reggie ball?
But talk about hitting the corners, man. As a pitcher, you could.
I could.
You could. They call it painting the black.
You
could paint the black on the edge of the plate of home plate.
And then sometimes when we did it here, Hazel would.
She gets into it and like chases the ball.
Throw it high enough that she couldn't get the ball because she thought it was her ball.
Yeah, but the point is, this evolved to the point that for my great athletic escape, then our conclusion to every Saturday night was
you had to get the light out.
I had to get the light out.
The light switch was near the door where I would stand.
Yes,
and it was a flip switch.
Flip switches where you just push the top and then push the bottom, push the top.
So he once got the light out, and I said, "Wow, look, he turned the light out."
To get the light out, I'd be clear across the room, and I would have to hit.
You get like 3 shots.
The switch.
You have to hit the switch.
The bottom switch.
Turn it
I would
off.
have to hit it perfectly to push it down to turn the light off. So we called it getting the light out, and it was cool because
then you became neurotic.
I know, but if you hit it dead on, which was hard to do, the light would just go off, and it would be like jubilation.
Right.
And we would
then we could finally sometimes be like 2-3 hours, and then there were times where you went crazy, neurotic, psycho, and we would go to sleep because you didn't get the light out, and we would just say, "Okay, forget it. You'll maybe play tomorrow." Or something.
I would try
and then at 3 a.m, you would wake up.
I would get up and go
to hit the light out.
I would go, but
I would have to.
It's so hard to get the light out that you can go psycho with it. Where after a while,
because it becomes obsessive,
you get mental demons because you start trying to get too fine with it. You try to guide it, and you can't guide it. You just have to cut loose.
Wing it. Yeah, you wing it.
Yeah.
I used to get the light out sometimes.
She would get the light out.
We'd have to switch
she's very
positions,
accurate. But there would be nights where I would get so frustrated and I would finally give up because I was just exhausted mentally.
It'd be like 4 hours.
And she would rebound for me.
And I was tired of picking up. Oh, my God.
I know.
And then you'd get up at the middle of the night.
I'd get up at 3 a.m. and I'd say, you know what? I'm going to do this. And she would just stay in bed and I would just go in the other room and on like my third throw, I'd knock the light out and I'd say, okay, it's over.
Because it's obsessive.
Oh, all right.